The Youth Initiative for Advocacy, Growth and Advancement has called for the strengthening of the existing Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act. At a meeting with development partners involved in eliminating violence against women and girls, they expressed worry that the existing laws are weak and not backed by implementation. Correspondent Abida Lawal reports.
2015, the National Assembly passed the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act. But this important piece of legislation is only applicable in the Federal Capital Territory. This is because even though it was passed by the National Assembly, it was only localized in the FCT. Presently, a number of states have also passed their versions of this act as it relates to women and girls. Violence against women and girls is one of the most widespread, persistent and devastating human rights violations in the world today. It threatens the right every woman and girl is entitled to: the right to education, the right to work, the right to physical and mental well-being, and the right to equality. In Nigeria, 38% of women aged 15 to 49 have experienced one form of sexual violence. 1 in 10 women has experienced physical or sexual violence in the last 12 months alone.
Good morning,
At this gathering, participants are worried that the numbers keep increasing.
2020, it wasn't just about the case of the young Owa that was killed, but we had so many other reports of young girls, babies, older women, even boys who were sexually abused, who lost their lives to sexual violence, or even victims or survivors of gender-based violence. Because with the lockdown, we saw an increase in reports of abuse.
They have identified what they believe is the principal obstacle to ratifying the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act. And this is a lack of coordinated advocacy, low public awareness, and prevailing cultural beliefs.
22 years now we've been on this. It took like 16 years, and it is now 6 years since the VAB Act was passed. Yet, states have not been able to adopt. It's not that it's a foreign law, it's our own law. So just to adopt, what is the problem with that? Then we have Yellow 7. That there are states that the assemblies have passed, but the governors have held the accent to themselves.
Participants are proposing a collaboration with government to strengthen and improve the effectiveness and implementation of existing legislation and policy frameworks in the Federal Capital Territory of Nigeria and across the state. The Nigerian government has a clear policy framework on violence against women and girls, but these policies are yet to be implemented in most states of the country. Abida Lawal, TVC News, Abuja.